Say hello to Jonathan Katzman, the captain from Hershey, and it's nice to have you back. You're a junior, and you were involved in your high school musical, but behind the scenes, I guess.
Yes, I was on the sound crew for Sound of Music, which meant that another student and I were involved with taking control of nearly 20 wireless mics, as well as hanging mics, floor mics, and sound effects.
Now here you're in the front, and you're obviously on camera. Do you enjoy being behind the scenes?
I like both parts.
Both parts. All right, excellent. Jonathan, nice to have you here. Joseph Gribb, senior at Cedar Cliff. And you have an interesting job, but more of a cultural job.
Yes, I'm a church organist.
And how long have you been doing that?
Well, I've been playing the organ for about 7 or 8 years now.
And they call you, and do you know?
No, it's a regular job.
Regular job.
Every Sunday and
can
Wednesday.
you sight read, or?
Yes.
And you can do everything. Wow.
And
okay.
while I have your attention, I'd like to give a shout out to the wonderful people at the New Cumberland First Church of God, where I work.
Well, thank you. All right, Joseph and Jonathan, 2 J's. We're going to put you two one-on-one. We call it simply the 15th of March. In Shakespeare's Joseph.
The Ides of March.
The Ides of March is absolutely correct. Almost every organism has another with which it lives in a close partnership. What word from the Greek for living together describes this partnership? Joseph again.
Symbiosis.
You are correct again. And finally, the White House admitted that it had been illegally selling arms to Iran to illegally fund rebels in Nicaragua. Who was Jonathan?
George Bush.
No, sorry, it's incorrect. Joseph, who was president during the Iran-Contra scandal? Joseph.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan is absolutely correct. 100 to 140. We're now going to say hello to Sam Weil, and he is a senior at Hershey. And an interesting sport you seem to have taken on that we don't hear much about.
That's true. I play lacrosse for Hershey High School.
So is this actually now a sporting club, or?
Well, it was a club previously. For the first year now, it's a school sport, which means we get recognition and some funding from the school.
Is there a lot of competition in the area for lacrosse?
Yeah, I'd say there's, you know, it's heating up every year. It gets a little stiffer, but we got a good shot at doing well this year.
All right, thanks for sharing. Tim Garr is a senior over at Cedar Cliff, and it's great to have you back. And you want to go to college and study liberal arts. In what area of liberal arts do you mean?
Actually, I just put that on there because I'm undecided and I really don't know what I want to do.
All right, so but you're a generalist. But you're a generalist.
Yeah, I like
you
a lot
enjoy
of
everything. So you don't know what you want to study yet.
Yeah, I'm still looking around.
All right, well, that's okay. You're allowed to, as most of us are here, and I'm sure many viewers will agree with you. Sam and Tim, let's put you two one-on-one. They extend 4,500 miles from Columbia to Cape Horn. What is this mountain chain? Sam?
Appalachians.
No, sorry, that's incorrect. Tim? The correct answer is the Andes, Columbia to Cape Horn. He was England's prime minister during World War II and was promptly kicked out of office. Sam?
Churchill.
Winston Churchill is absolutely correct. Let's all go to Hades, round trip, of course. Hades is such a popular tourist spot that the Chamber of Commerce has hired a 3-headed dog to keep some folks out. What's his name, Sam?
Cerberus.
Cerberus is absolutely correct. Well done. 120 to 140. Great game going. Finally, Emily Gray. And you're a senior, the only lady among the 7 other gentlemen, senior over at Hershey. And you've been to a governor's school that requires so much more than just paperwork.
Yes, I attended the Pennsylvania Governor's School for the Arts for performance theater.
And you had to audition for this, actually, yes?
Oh, it was a lengthy process. I had to send in a video recording of myself doing a monologue, and then after that there was a callback session where we had to do improv games and then redo our monologue with the changes that we were asked to do. But I don't know how much longer governor's schools are going to last, but hopefully for a little longer, because it was such a great experience.
Well, we know that the budget challenge is bringing some new challenges for our current governor, so let's hope. That's quite an endorsement, Emily. Moving over to Andrew Scott, Jr. over at Cedar Cliff. Great to have you back. And you're doing a senior project, whereas a senior at Cedar Cliff, and you've applied for what is the most interesting and compelling project. Tell us about this.
As a senior, next year I'm going to be working at Penn Futures, which is an environmental advocacy group and think tank.
Fantastic. Where's it located?
Harrisburg, but they have offices throughout Pennsylvania as well.
Great. And you get credit for this with school and everything. All right. Andrew and Emily, let's put you two one-on-one. Among the first detective stories ever written were The Purloined Letter and The Murders in the Rue Morgue. Who wrote them? Andrew.
Poe.
Poe is correct. A sandwich made from garlic, mustard, and rotten eggs probably wouldn't taste very good, but it would be full of this yellow element. What is it? Andrew again.
Sulfur.
Sulfur, you're correct again. During this war, Commander James Lawrence ordered, "Don't give up the ship," and Oliver Hazard Perry declared, "We have met the enemy and they are ours." Andrew.
War of
The
1812.
War of 1812 is when this took place. Yes, 120 to 170. We're now going to pick up the pace and play today's 60-second team lightning round. Now, Jonathan, that team really came alive in that last round, but so you're behind by 50 points. So you're going to select first among these three quizzes. On the sea, parlez-vous on the line?
On the sea.
On the sea. Here are 20 questions with a nautical theme. All answers must include the word sea. S-E-A. So for 10 seaworthy points, let's take a sea cruise and see how you do. Jonathan, I take your answer as the team's answer. Ian, Sam, and Emily are standing by ready to help you along. 60 seconds on the clock, and we'll begin now. It's where you can see Shamu in Orlando.
SeaWorld.
Correct. Moses is said to have parted this in the Red Sea. Yes. What she sells down by the seashore.
Seashells.
Yes, that's correct. Santiago in the Caribbean in Ernest Hemingway's novel.
Old Man in the Sea.
That's correct. It's where the Eagle landed July 20th, 1969.
Sea of Tranquility.
Sea of Tranquility.
That is correct. This seaport lies on Puget Sound in Lake Washington.
Sealand.
No, Seattle. This is Jules Verne's novel about Captain Nemo
20,000
and the
Leagues Under
Nautilus.
the Sea.
That is correct. This odd-looking fish belongs to the genus Hippocampus.
Sea turtle.
No, seahorse. The only NFL team nickname that fits this category.
Seahawks.
Seahawks, yes. A 2003 movie about a racehorse who became the
Seabiscuit.
champion. That is correct. If you're in a quandary, you might feel caught between the devil and this.
The sea.
No, the Deep Blue Sea. The TV series The Deadliest Catch is set here between Alaska and Siberia.
Bering Sea.
That is correct. These canals and locks connect the Great Lakes with the Atlantic Ocean.
The St. Lawrence Seaway.
St. Lawrence Seaway.
That is correct. He won the National League Cy Young Award in 1969, 1973, and 1975, and that was Tom Seaver. A little faltering, but some good teamwork, and we came with 10 correct, so 100 points came your way. Joseph, it's up to you with Parlez-vous or On the Line?
We'll do On the Line.
On the line. All right, let's all line up and play as if this game were on the line. For 10 points each, we'd like you to identify these lines in our lineup. Each word contains the word line. Joseph, I take your answer as the team's answer. Frank, Tim, and Andrew are going to help you along. 60 seconds on the clock, and we'll begin now. This is what comes at the end of a joke.
A punchline.
That's correct. When you're connected to the internet, you're said to be this.
Online.
Online, yes. On Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you'll have four.
Lifeline.
Lifelines, yes. The largest type on the front page of a newspaper is used for this.
Headline.
Headline, yes. In a newspaper story, it's the name of the writer.
Byline.
Byline, yes. Delta, Southwest, American, and United, for example.
Airline.
Airline, yes. Nudists never get these when they're out in the sun.
Tan line.
Tan line, yes. In football, it's between the offensive and defensive lines.
Line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage.
That is correct. The bottom of a skirt, it can be hip hop or floor line.
Hemline.
Hemline, yes. There are 2 in baseball and 2 in basketball as well.
Pass.
Foul lines. When you sign an agreement, this is what you sign on.
Dotted line.
Dotted line, yes. It's a direct connection between 2 heads of state to be used in an emergency.
Red line.
Red line.
No, hot line. It's a storm front with rain and wind.
Pass.
Squall line. In ice hockey, they mark the attacking and defending zones.
Pass.
Blue lines. In your car, it's between your gas tank and your carburetor.
Fuel line.
Fuel line.
Fuel line, yes, during the Great Depression. Ooh, yes, some nice teamwork. A little faltering, but 10 correct. So 100 points came your way as well. 220 to 280. I'm now going to reveal today's bonus brain buster category, and that's monarchs. Our teams will wager from 0 to 50 points based on their knowledge of monarchs while you watch these messages.